Hello friends, welcome to my study channel Tech for Chiva. Today we are going to discuss basic about Java programming language. Before that, if you are new to my channel, please like, share and subscribe to this channel so that you will get the notification about my new video. So let's start with the introduction to the Java programming language. So what is the Java? It is the general purpose object oriented programming language developed by James Crosling at Sun Microsystems in 1995. C and C++ language structures is used in a Java programming language designed to develop desktop application, web application and mobile applications. So general purpose object oriented programming language basically used to develop any type of application that are today we are use. Different programming methodologies used in a programming. So first one is procedure oriented programming and second one is object oriented programming. So what do you mean by the procedure oriented programming? So it is a method of programming in which programs are organized as a list of procedure. We give the concentration to the procedures instead of the data. So list of procedure are defined and that are called in a sequence to execute our program. It is called as an object procedure oriented programming. Another methodology is object oriented programming in which we are organize the program as a collection of objects and each will be represented as an instance of some class. So object oriented programming based on the class and object concept. So class is a collection of data members and member methods and these are used to define the classes, and after defining class we create the instance of that class, that means the object of that class. So there are the collection of classes we are considered for object oriented programming. So principle of object oriented programming. All the object oriented programming language provide the mechanism that help you to implement object oriented model. So there are three important principles of object oriented programming language is the encapsulation, inheritance and polymorphism. These are the new terms for all of you, but we are discuss one by one here. So what do you mean by the data encapsulation? The encapsulation is a mechanism that bind together code and data that manipulates and keep both safe from the outside interference and misuse. That means we are bind here data members and the member methods as an one entity, one class. Here we are discuss the example, the class account, in which we define the two data members, integer interest and float balance, and two methods, float withdraw, void deposit float amount. That means we are bind these two data members, interest and balance, along with the member methods withdraw and deposits, and whenever we want to create the object of that class, that will be a manipulate interest and balance. Other than these class members cannot access these members from the outside the class, or other members or other classes cannot misuse this data. So it provide the data encapsulation mechanism that are very important for object oriented programming. Another features is inheritance. Inheritance is a process by which one object acquire the properties of another objects. That means here we are define the classes with the data members and members methods. That properties, that means the properties are acquired by the another objects. For example, in given program, we define the account class with the data members interest and amounts, and we define two methods, deposit and withdraw. These are the one class, and we add some additional feature to this existing class using the inheritance. We define another class from that existing class and add some additional methods, additional features to new class. It is called as an inheritance. The class that is derived from the another class is called as subclass, derived class, extended class or the child class, and the class from which the subclass is derived is called a superclass, base class or the parent class. The class which is a subtype of more general class is called as a inherited from it. The subclasses that inherited based on the base class, data members and member functions. And subclasses have all the data members of its base class plus some additional properties that's of its own. Subclasses have all the member functions of the base class and additional some features or methods of its own. That means inheritance is used to provide the reusability features of programming language. The existing classes we can use to add some functionality to that existing classes using the inheritance features of object oriented programming. And the third one important feature is polymorphism. Polymorphism refer to programming language ability to process the object differently depend on their data types and the class. The ability to appear in a many form. More specifically, it is ability to redefine the methods for derived classes. So there are two types of polymorphism we are used in a programming language. First one is compile time polymorphism and another one is runtime polymorphism. The compile time polymorphism example is method overloading. That means define the methods with the same name and the different parameter list. That means we call that methods using the different parameter list with the same name. It is called as a method overloading. And another one is runtime polymorphism, in which we are define the methods in a superclass with, and then we inherit that class with another class methods with the same name. For example, the given class shape polymorphism enables the programmer to define the different area methods for any number of derived classes such as the circle, rectangle, triangles, no matter what is the shape of the objects. Applying the area method, it will return the correct results. That means we are defined the shape class with the single methods area. It is an abstract methods. We are not defined the actual activity of that methods or the statement for that methods, but whenever we are inherited that methods within the subclasses, we give the definition to that methods particular to that objects. For example, if we are calculate the area of circle, then we use the statement to calculate the area of circle. If we are inherited the area method for the rectangle class, then we are redefine that methods with another statement that will calculate the area of rectangles. Similarly for the triangle class. Now we are discuss here the important characteristics of Java programming language. There are the list of characteristics used for the programming language: simple, object oriented, distributed, interpreted, robust, secure, architecture neutral, portable, performance, multi-threaded and dynamic. So these are the list of Java characteristics. We are discuss one by one in the next. Java is a simple and easy to programming language. So Java use C and C++ syntax structures. Those who are the best in C and C++ programming language, they can easily move to the Java programming language. Java remove some features from C like pointers and operator overloading. So those who are good in a C and C++, they can easily move to the Java programming language. Another one is Java is an object oriented programming language. It is a core feature of Java programming language. Although the many object oriented programming language become strictly as a procedural language and was designed to form the start to the object oriented. And object oriented is a popular programming approach that replacing the traditional procedure oriented programming technique, in which we are define the classes and its members and then create the instance of that class. It is called as an object oriented programming language. Java is a distributed programming language. The computing involves several computers work together on a network. Java is designed to make distributed computing easily, since the networking capability inherently integrated into the Java using .NET package, in which there are the list of API classes and interfaces are available for network programming. Similarly, the programmers work at the different programming locations. They can also develop the program and after that they are integrated as a single application. Java is an interpreted language. Java use the two-step compilation and interpretation process. In the compilation process, the Java source code is converted to the Java bytecode. It is a compilation process. And another one is interpretation. After compilation, we are interpreted the codes using Java runtime Java virtual machines. The programmer compile into the Java virtual machine code. It's called a bytecode. And the bytecode is a machine independent and run on any machine that has the Java interpreter, which is a part of Java virtual machine. Java is a robust language. The compiler can detect many problems that first show up at the execution time at the other languages. But Java is a strictly typed language. Type check language means during the compilation of the process, it will check for the single errors within the source code. Java has eliminated certain types of error from programming construct found in the another language. For example, it avoid to use pointers and method operator overloading like the concept from C and C++. Java has a runtime exception handling feature provide the programming support for the robustness. And one additional important features available in Java is automatic memory management using garbage collection. Java is a secured language. Java implements several security mechanisms to protect your system against the harmful programs. Bytecode provides the security because other error-prone code cannot be attached with the bytecode. So that's why the Java becomes secure programming language. Java is an architecture neutral language. That means write once and run anywhere. You have to write the program once and it will be executed on any computer, any platform. Platform means the different working environment, different execution environment. That means the Windows, Linux, Mac OS, Sans Solaris OS, any platform can be used for execution of your Java program. With the Java virtual machine, you can write one program and run anywhere on any platform. Java is a portable language. Because of Java is architecture neutral, Java programs are portable. They can be moved from one computer to another computer. Without recompiling that program, we can easily run that program. Because of the bytecode, it is possible to provide the language as a portable language. Java is multi-threaded. Multi-threaded programming support of multiple threads are executed simultaneously on a single processor. The thread means the lightweight process, and we define the different multi-threads for our program. Java is dynamic. Java was designed to adopt evolving environments. New code can be loaded on fly without recompilations. That is the no need to developer to create or use to the install major new software version, new feature to incorporate it transparently as needed. So any additional features if we are add with the existing application or existing API, it is possible with the Java. So Java become dynamic programming language. In this way, we have completed here the introduction to the Java.